KwaZulu-Natal, where the corruption trial against 22 suspects, including former Ethekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede, is currently underway. The trial revolves around an alleged fraudulent tender at the Durban Solid Waste Unit. Cross-examination of the first witness has been underway this week. The witness is Newzroom, and he is the head of Ethekwini's City Integrity Investigation Unit and is the first complainant in the case. Karinda Jaggmohan is standing by to give us a sense of what we've been hearing throughout the day. Good afternoon, Karinda.
Good afternoon, Dudu. Well, indeed, cross-examination of Newzroom continues into day 7 of this corruption trial. Now, the defense advocate is Advocate J. Naidu, who's representing Zandile Gumede, the first accused in this case, the former mayor, and other suspects as well. So, remember Ngobo, you've mentioned who he is. He received an anonymous complaint in 2018. A person left a bundle of documents at his office which states the alleged fraud that was happening at the Durban Solid Waste Unit. So he told the court how he began the administrative process to register this case and hand it off to another external service provider to begin a forensic audit. Now, Advocate J. Naidu is trying to poke holes in his testimony over the past week, first asking Ngobo why there was a rush in registering this case, because this case was received anonymously on the 7th of March and Ngobo signed off on having an external service provider investigate just the next day, despite him saying his office was under-resourced. So that's the first sore thumb that the defense team has pointed out. The next aspect they've asked is why was it that IFS was appointed as an external service provider to investigate this case. IFS is the Integrity Forensic Solutions, and they're a private company that investigated this corruption case against Zandile Gumede and others who are accused of these crimes relating to money laundering and racketeering. They've questioned, or at least the defense have questioned, why IFS was given the mandate to investigate while they were already busy with 3 other investigations. Ngobo answers, well, that is something that his team looks at, and they found that IFS was the only service provider among the 17 they had on a panel to look into investigations. We also heard that this matter had to be given to an external service provider to investigate because Ngobo's own office, the City Integrity and Investigations Unit, is under-resourced. But along with that is that a senior manager received death threats once this complaint was given to them, which we of course expect is going to be further unraveled in court over the next few days. Another aspect that has come about is the defense team questioning why Ngobo did not report these alleged crimes to Ethekwini's disciplinary board. This board essentially is the board that controls what Ngobo's office does. Ngobo's office is really an arm of Ethekwini's disciplinary board. Ngobo has come back to say, well, that disciplinary board looks into issues of financial misconduct, including contravention of supply chain management processes. But this, when he saw an interim forensic report from IFS months after it had given them the mandate to investigate, he saw that this was a criminal matter. So that is why he went to the police. He said that police needed to further investigate the crimes that he believed had occurred, or the alleged crimes, before going to the Ethekwini disciplinary board, because it wasn't clear at that point that this was a contravention of supply chain management processes. Ngobo says that the city manager, who's accused number 3 in this case, was aware of all of this happening as well, and that it was not that he was taking it upon himself to institute the investigations. But Dudu, what the defense team is trying to do with this first witness is say or submit to the court that this matter was politically motivated from the start because of Ngobo's apparent rush to have this investigated without reporting to the Ethekwini disciplinary board. It's a lot of submissions to take in currently, but this is going to be a very long trial considering there are 22 suspects and over 100 witnesses. Some of them will testify under section 204, which means that they were implicated in this case but have now turned state witnesses. Those are counsellors, we understand. So Ngobo's cross-examination by Advocate J. Naidu is expected to conclude over the next days. And just in a nutshell, we expect then Raymond Rampersad, the former head of the Durban Solid Waste Unit, to come to the court to testify, and then of course this will continue over the next week.
Karinda Jaggmohan, thank you very much for that comprehensive report.